Space is known as the last frontier, probably because we do not know what lies beyond it. From the time that man had any realization of himself, he has probably been fascinated with what lies out there. Most of ancient knowledge about space is linked to the movement of the planets and stars and how this is connected to the lives of our ancestors on Earth. Around this sprang the science of astrology. Later came the early astronomers who threw a little light as to what our heavenly neighbors really were. One can well imagine the heated arguments that took place among the adherents of religion, superstition, astrology and the new science of astronomy. It took a few centuries and several generations before science became the main accepted belief, albeit not the only one. Then came the next stage of the fascination, study of space and the planets and stars. For several centuries there were hundreds of new discoveries, brought about by better and better telescopes. After this fascination was over, there was only one that remained: since now we know that it is a place, how do we get there? Space exploration began seriously in the 60s. The main competition was between the USA and Russia. Billions of dollars were spent by both the powers to see who would be the first man to get out of the Earth's atmosphere. First there were unmanned flights and later men were sent out into the unknown. It was a close fight, but the Russians won. This was the breakthrough, and the Americans followed with their own successes. After this breakthrough, rapid developments followed. The next step was to put a man on the moon. Many experimental flights were made and some ended in death and tragedy. But the indomitable spirit of man won, and 10 years after man first conquered space, the first man placed his footprint on our nearest heavenly neighbor, the Virgin Moon. This time the Americans won. Since this giant step for mankind, the two sides have set fresh challenges for themselves. Now their sights are set on other planets of the solar system. Already unmanned flights are probing the lengths and breadths of the system and beyond. No doubt, man will soon be master of space as well.